Hey everyone! Lots of love out there to everybody that decides they want to watch this or share it or do whatever. I don't know if they do thumbs up or thumbs down on whichever platform you're watching this on. But anyways, yeah, a little question, and it has to do with kind of the what's going on a lot. And I'm pretty confused about how a lot of people act and treat each other. When they look at someone, they make snap judgments. And one of them that I get happened to me, not as much because I'm not out there doing a bunch of stuff. Um, but they look at me and say, "Oh, you're white, so you must be privileged." Well, that's kind of ridiculous. Um, and what I mean by that is, I've traveled the world. I've traveled the world pretty extensively. Um, I enjoy traveling the world. I enjoy going to other countries. My wife and I, we just came back from going to Australia and New Zealand, and then down through Mexico again for she earned us a trip with her business, which is pretty awesome. But when I do travel, when I've been down to Mexico by myself, and when I have gone there, people do not assume that I'm a white person. They speak Spanish to me first, and then when I tell them no hablo español, then they speak English. Happened to me in Colorado quite a bit. People would walk up to me and start speaking Spanish, not English. Spanish was their first go-to. And then when I was in Spain on the Camino with my wife, when we were doing that wonderful jaunt, people would do the same thing. They would, I would speak some Spanish for getting a coffee or just some little pastry, and then they would just go off on it, and everybody would assume that I was from Spain. Several of the travelers assumed that I was from Spain and that my wife was the American traveling through, and we just happened to meet up on this. So again, somewhere else, people just assuming that I am from their country. And then otherwise, I've also been in Egypt when the whole during the time of the Arab Spring, and there as well, people assumed that I was Egyptian. They would speak Arabic to me, and that was also very interesting because I don't speak Arabic at all. And again, just happens because the color of my skin and my facial features are, as some of my friends like to say, that I am the perfect nondescript brown. Don't really fit into a lot of many categories, specifically one, but I can fit into a lot of other categories. But we have a real problem recently with people doing blanket statements on cultures, which is wrong. Because I know for myself, and I would hope that a lot of you out there were raised this way, that you should never make a snap judgment on someone because of the way they look, their outward appearance. And an easy way for me to show this and talk about this to people is, if you go and see someone that is African American and you make a snap judgment that, wow, all African American people are ... Fill in whatever stupid moniker you want to put in there. Or all Asian people or Asian American people are ... Again, stupidity. Or all, oh look, they're Muslim, they must be ... Or another confusion one is, oh look, it's a Sikh, they must be Muslim. No, it's a Sikh, it's a different religion, not Muslim. But people do it a lot, especially now. If you look at Twitter, Facebook, news, for a lot of outlets out there, people are doing it. And it's a huge problem. It's almost as though that the high school clique scene decided to make its way into the major scene out everywhere else. And if anybody remembers what high school was like with all the cliques, it's not very much fun because they all hate each other for whatever embarrassing reason, no real reason. But for myself, I do see myself as something. I do distinguish myself as something. And it's probably not something that most people see or distinguish me as when they first do. First and foremost, I am and I was a soldier. I served 4 years in the U.S. Army. I did 3 tours overseas, 1 in Afghanistan, 2 in Iraq. And the second thing that I'm proud of as well, is being a citizen of the United States of America. This is still a country where a lot of people absolutely love it and want to come here. So just lots of love to everybody. And remember, Your voice is your power. Don't let somebody else steal it from you or use it for some ill-gotten gains or for some bad thing out there. All right. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.